Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Recently, I was contacted by a group of people that have done loads of investigative work on Lake City Quiet Pills. They've uncovered some crazy information, and they offered that information to me to make this update video. There are some unaddressed loose ends to the story as a whole, but the investigators didn't feel comfortable including any information they did not have hard and fast proof of. There will be a short interview with them at the end of this video, but first, let's take a look at their files. Finding our way to Lake City. The story. Everyone who has used the internet has heard of the Lake City Quiet Pills legend. That's the story going around about how an old photo-sharing website allegedly aired job postings for mercenary and assassin work. The story also places a group of LCQP-related mercenaries at a 2009 hotel party that supposedly happened prior to a prominent assassination in Dubai. According to the legend, assassins could find work on LakeCityQuietPills.com. The site was allegedly run by an old man in his 70s who, as many remembered, spoke outdated military jargon and claimed to place people in jobs. For a decade, the internet has remained abuzz, with readers, viewers, and listeners all wanting to know if it were true. Did assassins really hang out on the website LakeCityQuietPills.com? We decided to try to find out the truth and set the record straight once and for all. We worked to answer the readers' questions about what really happened with the website LakeCityQuietPills.com. Here is a story about our research and what we discovered when we dug deep. The site Lake City Quiet Pills was created new on the host server for CrystalWind.com in 2001. Crystal Wind was linked through public data and email signatures to a technical director named Mike Adams. The site CrystalWind.com used New Jersey servers and advertised for merchants in New Jersey. The site CrystalWind.com also operated out of a now-closed postal mailbox in Nutley, New Jersey. The main page of the site bore a signature at the bottom, Mike, which was also the name tied to the post office box. There were numerous emails issued out to people that all ended with the domain name @crystalwind.com. Our team took a look at some of these email addresses. Mike Adams was linked to several of them, including the email and user handles Trent the Thief and Ring. There was also an email address that linked to a user named Kim Adams, aka Magpie, and there was an important email address belonging to user Flink that would, in the end, be the linchpin that allowed us to come to our conclusion here. Keep the name Flink in mind, it'll come back up in the discussion. Aside from having the CrystalWind.com New Jersey IP address in common, both Crystal Wind and Lake City Quiet Pills featured Easter eggs nestled in the HTML of their blank pages. If you were to examine a certain page on the Crystal Wind site with your HTML viewer, you will find the keys to an operating system for a Texas Instruments calculator. We wanted to know more about this moment in history, Texas Instruments calculators versus the internet. So we turned to an archived page on slashdot.org where user Mike Adams weighs in on this conversation with one of the CrystalWind.com handles, Trent the Thief, to slyly let users know that the TI keys can be found on CrystalWind.com. On the subject of Easter eggs in the HTML, take a look at the pills page that features the secretive jobs listings and compare it to the page with the TI information on Crystal Wind, and you will again see another feature these two sites have in common. They both love to feature a good old HTML invisible link Easter egg. Earlier in this piece, an email user named Flink was mentioned. Take a look at the bottom of the Crystal Wind site in 2012, and look at the page with the woodworking files on it. You will see that it says it was maintained by Flink at crystalwind.com. Being more curious, it seemed urgent to get to know a little bit about this Flink character. We did some digging and discovered Flink had a profile on Goodreads.com. We took a look at Flink's reading list, which features books on counterinsurgency in Rhodesia, sci-fi mercenary tales, and so forth. The reading list for user Flink reads like a YouTube video on the subject of Lake City Quiet Pills the Mystery, and includes books from the Lake City Quiet Pills category topic, what work/espionage thrillers. It's all there. Flink's reading list reads like a page out of the LCQP mystery playbook. It suggests that the Lake City Quiet Pills mystery exists solely in the personal parallel reality fanfiction world of Goodreads user and crystalwinds.com site manager, Flink. Who is Flink? Initially, Mike Adams is seen signing the homepage for crystalwind.com. We see him sign it Mike, and we see him using other handles and emails linked to crystalwind.com. DK Moran character names such as Trent the Thief and Ring. If you examine the website crystalwind.com, there is a page that simply quotes author DK Moran, indicating that the site's name, Crystal Wind, is derived from the literary works of Moran. The crystal wind is the storm, and the storm is data, and the data is life. The Player's Litany from the Long Run by Daniel Keyes Moran. Taking that DK Moran quote on crystalwind.com into account, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the user page for Goodreads user Flink, you will see this same quote from DK Moran. The crystal wind is the storm, and the storm is data, and the data is life. Daniel Keyes Moran, The Long Run, A Tale of the Continuing Time. On Goodreads, we see that user Flink has a reading list consisting of pretty much every book an LCQP fantasy is made of, and we already know that the name Flink was a handle used by someone doing site maintenance on crystalwind.com, which was linked to a technical writer named Mike Adams through email signatures and public data. We also already know that LCQP was born anew on the crystalwind.com server. This information, combined with the Crystal Wind quote from DK Moran's The Long Run, appearing on both crystalwind.com and on Flink's Goodreads user profile, is damaging. The logical conclusion we drew is this. The world of Lake City Quiet Pills was most likely created by, and exists in, the mind of avid reader and technical writer Mike Adams. This old man's outdated military jargon and knowledge of the history and lives of mercenaries was taken from the books on Flink's Goodreads.com reading list, which likely comprises the whole of his knowledge regarding the lives of assassins. Behind the curtain, there is simply a man. The man behind the curtain is not a wizard, nor is he an old man who fought in World War II. He's just a man who enjoys reading military history and science fiction-based cybermerc stories, and doing a little woodworking when he is not authoring his next big internet hoax. This one is what you call a long game, my friends. Some viewers may feel the sting of a gotcha. Some viewers may feel a little bit conned to discover there was no assassins hanging around on the website lakecityquietpills.com. They may even say they feel a little bit burns to discover that the old man is really just an East Coast computer nerd who enjoys engaging in the art of storytelling. But some would argue that the best kind of author is the one that causes you to suspend your disbelief. Did you believe it? Was it real for you? If so, you got your money's worth. And what's best of all is that this entertainment was free to you. It came at no cost. I'm sure some readers may be asking, why would we provide this information to you, the listener? The answer is simple. Just as one author enjoys engaging audiences in the suspension of their disbelief, other authors enjoy engaging the audience in the confrontational act of questioning the power of belief. Thanks to the audience for joining us on our quest to discover the truth behind Lake City Quiet Pills.
So that's it, everyone. It seems like we've come to an incredibly intriguing conclusion, given that so many people for so long have so vehemently believed this all to be true. The old man and all the characters involved were none other than an individual called Mike Adams. What motivation did Mike Adams have to spin this story up for so long? Mayhaps boredom? Maybe, we'll never know. But what we do know is that this group of people worked exceptionally hard to uncover this information, and I'm curious to know their motivations. They've kindly agreed to a short interview with me, so long as I disguise their identity. So, why did you decide to investigate Lake City Quiet Pills?
We decided to investigate the Lake City Quiet Pills mystery because we thought it was intriguing. It seemed intriguing because most of the popular claims and theories put forth online seemed baseless. We felt like there was no evidence to support claims of actual assassins, so we wanted to find out if there was any actual evidence to support any other more realistic narratives.
How long did this investigation take you?
This investigation was an on and off thing for us. We did some research this summer in our spare time, and there was a lot of other info we had discovered that we didn't include. For example, we didn't delve deeply into discussing popular theories because we found no evidence to support any of them. We couldn't justify including a lot of what we found, so we did spend quite a while producing the evidence to create this report. Our final product was whatever information seemed to thread together and stick out as its own story. Finding that out took time. It took time for the story to get its own legs.
What did you hope would happen upon releasing this information to the public?
We didn't have any particular hopes. We only hoped a few people may read our paper and provide their own evidence-based opinions, whether they were positive reviews of our report that were in agreement, or whether they wanted to use our report to step-by-step debunk our report. We were just hoping some folks may want to use evidence-based research to discuss our report in general.
Are you guys investigating anything else currently?
We aren't currently investigating anything new. We have a lot of other stuff going on in our lives. We have been discussing the possibility of the key lime pie mystery being tied to pills because it works with several themes that relate to the themes involved with the pills mystery. But we weren't the only ones who came to this conclusion. A few users have asked us what we thought about possible connections, and since we had already discussed that as a possibility, we thought there may be some merit to exploring the idea if others had also had the same idea. I mentioned that others thought of it as well, because we aren't claiming to be the first or only people who had posed the question about possible connections.
And with that, we bring Lake City Quiet Pills to a close. A decades-long popular mystery, for better or for worse, has been solved. Let me know if you'd like to hear about this key lime pie mystery connection. I'd be glad to look into it. Good night, everyone, and thanks for watching.